Got a great show for you today as the Knickerbockers get a full week off, getting ready for the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Yankees have hit another lull. Despite having a no-hitter into the seventh last night, New York Yankees bats stopped performing, and that's 4 consecutive losses. Meanwhile, the New York Mets, are they playing? Are they not playing?
I believe they are playing.
Have they given up on baseball? Is the season over? Not quite sure what's going on really with them, but they tell me they're playing. And a bunch of NFL leaks schedule-wise, which is obviously done on purpose. It's kind of like when the neighborhood drug dealer decides to accidentally, quote-unquote, drop a couple bags of coke and heroin on a street corner just to whet your appetite a little bit.
The whistle?
That's exactly what's happening with the NFL. And once again, a story that announced by us first last Friday is now making the rounds Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days later, about the Major League Baseball owners and the union and their representatives talking now. Gosh, who announced that on Friday? It wasn't Jeff Passan. It was the Carton show with Big Mac. And now everybody else is talking about it, but we'll get to that later on.
Yeah, you had that one.
Yeah.
They're getting together. I don't know what it's going to do for the situation.
It's going to do the do is what it's going to do.
The do?
Anyhow, good afternoon, Big Mac. How are you today?
I'm doing great today, Craig. How are you?
You doing great? So
I'm doing all right.
I got Chiefs Broncos week 1, Monday night game.
There goes that. There goes the idea that they're giving the Chiefs the easy schedule. AFC, they were in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, guess who's not playing week 1 for the Denver Broncos?
They say he's going to be ready for minicamp, let alone regular camp.
They also say Patrick Mahomes is going to be ready for minicamp.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, look, you're going to brag about one thing.
ain't playing week 1.
You said that they were going to give cake to Kansas City, and they're opening with their toughest divisional opponent.
Bo Nix is not playing week 1.
If you say so.
Yeah. The Kansas City Chiefs got the Denver Broncos when you want the Denver Broncos.
First Monday night game, too. Pressurized situation.
Oh, pressure.
And you say, they don't want to be, prime time without
It's so
Mahomes,
weird, though, right? So Thursday this
knocking
week.
all the narratives.
They're announcing all the schedule for everybody, right?
Yeah.
All the national games, international games. But they can't help themselves. They leak out games to people. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the NFL doing it, whether it's specific teams doing it to the insiders. We know like half the schedule already.
I know.
The only thing we don't know, it seems, and I know why, and I find it offensive, Big Mac. I find it very, very offensive. We know who the Giants open up against.
We do.
Dallas Cowboys, MetLife Stadium.
Yes.
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football.
First Sunday night of the year.
An opportunity for the New York Giants under John Harbaugh to start the season with a bang and make a statement.
Correct.
Game 1. Yep.
We know the game in Australia, Rams and Niners on that Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
We know the Seattle opener on Thursday as the defending champions, right?
Yep.
We know that the Buffalo Bills debut their new stadium, their first home game in week 2 against the Lions on Thursday Night Football. Mm-hmm. We know that. We know Broncos Chiefs Monday night opener, which is going to be a great Wednesday to Monday week 1 of the NFL season. We know that. You know what we don't know? We don't know who the Jets open up against or where the Jets open up.
I don't think it's going to be on prime time.
The disrespect for the team that's going to have the single largest turnaround in NFL history from damn near 0 wins to 10?
Yeah.
Who do the Jets open up against? When do the Jets play? Where do the Jets play? And how come no one has a damn leak? Oh, I know why. Mm-hmm. Because the only person that had Jet inside information is kissing her estranged husband on the mouth this past weekend.
Yeah.
What?
Happy Mother's Day.
I need leaks from the New York Jets.
But this goes into they're a competent organization argument. They don't leak anymore.
They don't.
You can't get anything out of this
I like the old days when the New York Jets were leaking things like Liza and the Wall. That's what I liked. Does that make sense or no?
No, it doesn't. Dear Liza had a hole in her bucket.
Oh, in the damn bucket, whatever the hell it was. And then the egg sitting on the wall fell down. The King's men couldn't put it back together again. What it was.
Dumpty, yes.
Yeah. Like, how come we're the only franchise and there's not a single leak? I want to know who the Jets open up against.
Well, I will stop because who cares?
I care.
We don't care.
Don't poo-poo my New York Jets.
I don't know if
this is going to be the greatest turnaround in NFL history.
Is that really? That's where we're going?
So. That's right.
After you hated
That's
Geno
a huge
Smith.
bitch.
Geno Smith, the idea you couldn't
Stop
stand the idea.
reminding me about that.
Well, let's relax for a second. All right, now they've went from Geno Smith as an incompetent quarterback and he can't be the quarterback of his team to suddenly, well, they've signed Breece Hall and they've took 3 first-round draft picks. So suddenly from there they are, the biggest turnaround in NFL history.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
You can dream.
Right.
One can dream.
Dream the impossible dream.
I suppose, I'm allowed to dream that a 4-game losing streak isn't the end of the season for the New York Yankees. I could be so silly. I could be so dramatically incompetent and shillian to think that maybe a 4-game series is a 4-game losing streak is just a 4-game losing streak
not good,
where
Big
they
Mac.
haven't played well.
It's not good.
Oh, no.
It's not good.
Means everything. 16 of 19 wins. That is meaningless child's play against bums. No indication whatsoever of what kind of team they're going to be. But a 3-run home run from Mayo after a 3-game losing streak, that tells you exactly who the Yankees are and lets you know exactly who they're going to be come October. Everything can be gleaned from 4 games. Forget 16 of 19. That doesn't mean anything. It's these particular 4 games where I didn't like what I saw. And the bullpen, who hardly blew a game all year long, despite not being very good, finally gives up some runs. Like, I don't know. I've been watching baseball a long time. Here's a thought. Bullpens give up runs every once in a while. Maybe you should score some runs. It's more on Jazz. It's more on the offense. But no. The bullpen's not good enough. Jazz stinks and will stink forever. And the New York Yankees would be lucky to win another damn game on their way to, their 95-win season and then losing in the playoffs. And it's already guaranteed. And I saw it in my crystal ball over the last 4 days.
Are you suggesting that people are mocking you?
I'm suggesting
after the
Yankee
4th
fans
consecutive
don't
loss?
understand how 162 games
Let me ask you
season
this:
works.
Are you suggesting just out of morbid curiosity that in your algorithm? People are coming to you saying,
yes.
Once again, Aaron Boone doesn't know what he's doing.
Correct.
Why would Hedrick come in that spot?
Right.
Is that what people are saying?
Why not leave? Why not leave? And he had a great start through a no-hitter through 6. Why not leave Weathers out there on 101 pitches after losing 9 pounds in 2 days with a stomach virus because he had a no-hitter when he gave it up, then walked a batter at 101 miles an hour. No, you can't bring in your best reliever when your entire bullpen is short. No. You can't do that. Like, it's just so dumb. Now, there are concerns. I know I'm being a little bit.
4 in a row is a concern.
Because people go crazy. It's not even the 4 in a row. That doesn't even necessarily bother me.
Okay. They lost 5 in a row earlier this year.
Yeah, I mean, again, and they won 16 of 19. And again, I know I get excited and have some fun with it, but nobody ever declared them champions after that stretch. And I'm not declaring them losers or a lock to have the same pitfalls in October, which I think that's where a lot of people go, that they're guaranteed because Jazz didn't come through last night. And there are major problems. Jazz Chisholm is a major problem.
He's an automatic out.
He is a problem because it's one thing, like you look, McMahon's starting to hit better, but he was awful at the start of the season. Grisham still has some good underlying numbers, but his results aren't there. Wells is another guy that you look at and you say, man, I don't know, this is a year and a half now. There is no indication that Wells is a good offensive player. But those are guys at the bottom of the order. I'm not saying it's good or acceptable. They need to be better than this. But those are guys we went into the season saying, you know what? It's probably going to be one of the weaker parts of the team, that bottom of the order. They're good defensive players. You can get by. You can live with it. What you can't live with is Jazz, who in his first 162 games as a New York Yankee was a 40-40 guy. Last year
he was going to be a 50-50 guy.
30-30 guy. In his first 162 total since getting traded over, he was a 40-40 guy. Mm-hmm. This is a guy who needs to be someone in the middle of the lineup, helping that middle of the lineup be devastatingly good. All right, McMahon's not great. He's your 8 hitter. All right, Wells is really struggling. Concerns. But that's a bottom of the lineup guy who's really good defensively, who you need better from, but you can live with. Jazz is not someone who can be a 0 and not come through time and time again with runners in scoring position. Every single metric is awful. He is one of the worst hitters in baseball and one of the worst hitters in this Yankee lineup. And that's the one that's real tough to swallow. So look, the bullpen's a concern. We knew going in that it was the weakest part of the team. I do see easy ways to hopefully impact that with arms in the minors in the trade deadline. This will not be the bullpen we see come October, but Jazz is someone who needs to be in the middle of the lineup. Jazz needs to be along with Bellinger, along with Judge, along with Rice, like three of the 4 devastating hitters that make it very difficult to navigate, and he is awful. So there are concerns.
Well, the
but
whole
we go
team
too far.
offensively stung. Other than Rice yesterday, they only had 5 hits. I mean,
they've hit a bad stretch.
And by the way,
Every
they
team
swept
does.
the Orioles in a 4-game series a week ago.
Yep.
So now they're 4-1 against Baltimore, and tonight should be a little bit easier. Trevor Rogers, their lefty, hasn't pitched in a month.
Well,
right?
but
He's been on the IL.
He is excellent.
But it's his first game back, so
It
you
is
don't know
his
what you
first
get out of
game
him.
back. No idea.
But look, it's like the Yankees were 16-3. We didn't crown them World Series champions. They had a 5-game losing streak earlier this
Which
year.
they immediately
when
came
they got
out of.
swept by Tampa. What they do? They came out of there, won 16 out of 19.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got a little 4-game losing streak. And by the way, it's been the offense non-existent.
No.
I mean, that's called the way it is.
Outside of the home run
They've
from
got
Rice, nothing.
they've got through lulls this year from time to time. In the 40 games they played, right? 42 games they've now played.
Well,
they've had some offensive lulls.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's not June 1st, so you're not panicked yet.
I'm
right?
Not only
You're
am
not
I
panicked watching your second-place baseball team play.
No, not only am I not panicked.
Just checking on that.
Suggesting that one should even consider panicking
Yes.
is offensive to me.
They're 14 games over 500.
They're 10 games over
Or 10 now,
500.
pardon me, right.
Forget the idea that the
They were
Jets
14
schedule,
games over
and now
500,
they're 10
right.
games over
Right.
500. They're 10 games over 500. They've struggled here. This is baseball. The bullpen, despite everyone's concern about it, my concern about it, they had the second best bullpen ERA in the sport. They're right there. They have been a better bullpen than people suggest. The issue is they have no swing and miss, right? They have no velo. And moving forward, I'm concerned about it. There's no question concerned about it. But again, last night they scored 2 runs. They give up 1 home run. The bullpen has not been a disaster. You can't win 16 of 19 with a disastrous bullpen. It needs to get better. They need to improve. Jazz needs to improve. There are concerns. They are a flawed baseball team. They are not perfect. But we get so hung up on every time they lose a game or two. 16 of 19, no one says a word. No one that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to reel off 17 or 20 games. Otherwise, it's a disastrous team destined for failure. It's so
Well, I haven't heard
obnoxious.
that. I think you're overstating that a little bit.
That's how a lot of Yankee fans feel.
I think you're overstating that a little bit. Now, I'm not sure, again, who's saying this to you.
Yeah.
But I've not heard anybody say that the Yankees, after winning 16 out of 19, getting swept by Milwaukee, and losing last night's 1-run game to Baltimore, are now anything along the lines of what you just said.
Yeah.
So I think you have a
flawed team
sensitivity right now. The fact that people reach out to you because of your shilliness.
Yes.
And you feel like there's a group of Yankee fans saying, see, can't trust the Yankees.
Yep.
I don't see that or hear that anywhere.
Okay.
I think you've, if I may be so bold, as to suggest perhaps your sensitivity to Yankee criticism is a little bit off the charts.
I think if you go,
that might be accurate.
No, if you right now, the 1-8 versus good teams, the idea that the bullpen was untouched in the offseason and wasn't added enough, the idea that they are now, they have the worst record in Major League Baseball in 1-run games. These are things that people will point to as reasons why the Yankees cannot win.
I mean, they gave up 3 hits last night.
I understand that.
For the entire game.
I get it.
So how could people bitch about the pitching staff? The pitching staff gave up 3 hits last night.
I understand that.
I mean,
because they think
would you take that every game?
Because the bullpen blew a game on Saturday with the lead.
Okay.
They gave up a walk-off home run on Sunday.
Right.
And they had a 2-run lead in this game in the 7th after the starting pitcher threw a no-hitter. Was throwing a no-hitter through
into
6.
the 7th. Right.
He allowed 2 runners on, and then they gave up a 3-run bomb to the first batter the bullpen came in and faced. And the bullpen doesn't have big-time names, and there are concerns. And right now they have 2 long men in the bullpen, which is starting to piss me off because they've got Yarborough and Blackburn. Those are long. Those are
10
long
games
men.
over 500, and the Yankees bullpen is pissing you off because they have 2. Your words, not mine. Long men.
Yes.
That's a lot of people's dream, of course, but not for you.
No.
You have a problematic. It's pissing you off that the 10 games over 500 Yankees, who are 2 games out of first place, by the way,
the
behind
Rays
Tampa
continue
Bay
to
right
win.
now, that's pissing you off. I just want to make sure I have that clear.
Well, yeah.
They've played 42 games. They're 10 games over 500.
Yes.
If you extrapolate that, they're going to win 100 games this year.
Correct.
But you're pissed off because they have 2 long men in the bullpen.
Yeah, because they need more high-leverage guys.
See, the Yankees can't win. No matter what they do.
Listen,
the
I'm
Yankees
the guy
cannot
making
win.
that case, but
Yes.
there are concerns. There are issues with the team. Jazz is a major one. That's the
Jazz
biggest,
is an issue.
He's the biggest
I'm with
issue
you
of the
on
team
that.
right now. And I don't know.
I don't think the pitching staff's
And I
an
don't
issue.
think there's anything you can. I don't know what you could do about it. Are you really gonna take Jazz out of the lineup? Are you willing now? Look, he's on a contract here, so they're not committed to him. But do you trade? This is a guy who's been a very productive baseball player for a long time, and specifically for the New York Yankees. But we're getting to that point. You ask me a lot. Where you go, when do we get tired of saying it's early? When do we start to put aside
Normally
the
it's 40
idea
games in.
that it's early? Jazz's struggles, I'm beyond it's early. He's got
Yeah, I agree.
significant problems this year.
Yeah, they played 40 games. It's not early anymore.
It's no longer early.
You're at the quarter pole.
Specifically for Jazz.
He's batting 200.
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
And he's got no home
And
runs.
here's the guy that said before the season, having had a 30 for 30, and as you said, over the first 162, it extrapolates to a 40 and 40. He said, and by the way, you got to love the confidence, that I'm going to have a 50-50 year this year. I checked his numbers. He's not going to have a 50-50 year this year.
He's not, no.
I'm not sure if you're aware of his numbers. I did a little research
They're
for
really
you
bad.
because I know you're very busy being all emotional watching the Yankees play.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I had the research part done. There's no way on God's green earth that Jazz Chisholm is going to give you 50-50 this year. Just so you know.
Thank you.
I don't know if you hold on.
I figured as much.
It's like Met fans think you're going to get out of the abyss. No chance.
But look, I don't know what to do with Jazz. And we're getting to a point with Wells as well. Right now, he's a great defensive catcher, but he's not hitting at all. It's been a year and a half plus of no hit from him. So do they can't replace all these guys in the lineup, and Jazz is too good to just give up on. You can replace, maybe you go out and trade for a catcher. Maybe you go out and trade for one of the guys on the right side of the infield as we're dealing with Caballero. But looking at the team right now, Jazz is someone who just has to play better.
Did you have a problem with Caballero trying to steal second?
No, that's why you pinch run him.
Okay.
Now there was an issue. It was a little weird, and I did think Boone got a little annoyed in the postgame for no reason. He got
because they overturned. You think?
Well, no. He got hurt. Caballero's hurt.
Right.
He's going
his fingers messed
he's
up,
going to get his finger MRI today in New York, which is another weird thing.
Yeah.
They're in Baltimore. He's not getting the MRI in Baltimore. He's going to New York, getting the MRI, and then coming back.
Well, we don't trust Baltimore doctors, obviously.
I suppose that's the issue.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But he got hurt on the base paths diving back into a base, jammed his finger. So they pinch run for him with a finger that they feel is enough of an issue that they have to go send him to New York for an MRI. And then they put him in the field at doing the exact same thing
right,
where he hurt his finger. So I have no problem. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just an odd situation, the whole thing. But once you pinch run him,
you got to steal.
He's trying to steal.
Right.
He's trying to steal. I have no problem with being aggressive. He's been thrown out a lot. He needs to be more efficient as a base stealer. But no, that's why you put him in there. And that's why the Yankees ultimately view him as a bench piece, because you can have him on the bench to pinch run in spots like that, right, where you're looking to get to second in a one-run game and hopefully put a runner in scoring position. But no, I don't have a problem with anything Aaron Boone did. I really don't have a problem with anything Aaron Boone has done during this 4-game losing streak. The Yankees offense has gone cold.
Yeah, and then not winning one-run games. We got lots to do today. Obviously, we'll start off with the Yanks. 888-808-1019. I just double-checked. The Mets have not folded on the season, so I guess they're going to play as well. I went back in time, Big Mac, and I'll play this for you later today.
Yeah.
And I thought it might be interesting to take a listen to the play-by-play of the New York Mets opening game, that great win against Paul Skeens to start off the year against Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Remember that game?
I do.
You do?
We were sitting right here
ran him in the first inning, right?
They knocked Paul Skeens out in the first inning after some really bad defense in center field.
I thought it might be interesting to go back and listen to the announcers of the Mets' first game of the year against Paul Skeens and how they talked about the David Stearns lineup. Mm-hmm. You might be interested to listen to it, as a matter of fact.
I would be.
So I'll play the greatest hits from the Mets-Pirates Paul Skeens game, just to hear all the sheep that signed up for the David Stearns fiasco midway through the first inning of the first game for the New York Mets. It's frankly a great exercise in stupidity, if I may.
Well, I mean, listen, this is to the point, too, even to the Yankee point. We have become, as New Yorkers in particular, and especially Yankee fans, in my estimation, and maybe I am sensitive to it. I'm open to that.
You're sensitive.
Because I get bombarded with it.
That's a huge bitch.
That was a little much, but...
Yeah, I don't even...
Yeah. You're very sensitive.
Am I the huge bitch?
I guess they're not...
Are you talking about me?
I had nothing to do with that. But I think that's what Pete was suggesting, that your sensitivity, you're like the Joel Embiid of bitches.
Right.
Yeah. That's a huge bitch.
Yeah. So I got called a bitch and huge, all in one thing. Okay. I have to shoot.
I protected you this morning.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I wasn't even going to bring this up. That was the softest. Like,
I
literally,
protected
Boomer,
you.
the insults keep coming. For some reason, you were on this the morning show this morning.
Yes.
And I was listening because I immediately get text. Oh, they're talking about you. I was like, oh, really? Let me tune in and see how quickly I can hear Boomer call me fat. So, like, I'm listening to you guys talk. He makes another crack about wasted food. Just give it to McMonigle.
And the buffet on the ship and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. Which, by the way, another thing. I'm not taking 2 weeks, you dope. I'm taking
I feel like you were.
I'm taking a Friday, an entire week, and then a Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks.
That's 8 days of work, 10 days away.
That's 2 weeks.
That's not 2 weeks.
You're going Friday.
I have to leave Friday for travel purposes.
Through the entire next week.
Yes.
And then the first 2 days of the next week.
Correct.
That's 2 weeks.
No, you said 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, it's a lot of vacation.
It's 8 total days.
Yeah, it's a lot of
8
vacation.
work days.
All at once, by the way.
That's perfectly normal.
In any event, go ahead.
Okay.
I thought I had your back this morning big time.
You didn't.
I felt like I did a great job supporting you.
Do you know what you sounded like? This was it. Boomer starts making fun of me, and you go, Boom, please, you got to stop it. I told him I would defend him, so you got to stop it.
Right,
That's not
you got
the
to
same
stop
thing.
it, Boomer.
No, it was like, please. I mean, I'm not going to actually do anything to make you stop, or I'm not going to go
What
back
do
at
you want me to do, muzzle him?
No, but I'm just saying, you're not going to go back at him. You're not going to say anything. There's no repercussions. It's just like, I told him I would. Can you please just stop? Like, it was so
I thought
pathetic.
I did you a great solid this morning because he had food in his teeth and I didn't tell him.
No, I was expecting, all right, enough. That's my partner. Enough of that. It was more like, please, can you stop? I told him I would get you to stop, and you're not stopping, please. Like, it was no, like, enough of this crap.
Have you heard the term when in Rome?
No, I have, but I don't know how it applies here.
Yeah, just go along, get along.
Yeah, exactly.
Seem to make them happy.
That's fine, and I'm not asking you to be my hero or defender, but don't pretend you are.
I got your back. You know that.
I know.
We got lots cooking today. We'll get all your calls.
But the point was, we've gotten too much. You interrupted me. We've gotten too much like football fans with baseball. We react to every single game and every little stretch. Yes, we do. No, we as a fan
base. You and your people do.
Me and my people.
Yeah.
Met fans too.
Yeah.
Like, we react way too much to one swing of the bat, one bad pitch, it's just, we treat it like football games. It's 162.
That's the beauty of sports, living and dying in the moment.
That's it.